Welcome back to
Welcome back to John Talks to Lamb, Lamb Talks to John. Another beautiful episode, everyone. Oh, what a breath.
We were yapping for 5 whole minutes before this, and as soon as I click the record button, I start hearing that rapper rustling. That is a rustling
It's
rapper.
fine. They're not going to hear it. It's just us.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. By the magic of editing.
So
Yeah,
today,
to be fair, I'm not like the worst. I had to.
yeah.
We were a
That's
little bit late because I
coffee?
had to make coffee. It is coffee.
No,
It's
put that back up on the screen.
it's 12 ounces of coffee,
Huh?
and then I poured it over ice, and then I put half a serving of almond milk in there.
Oh. It looks more like...
See, all right, look, I'm not a professionally trained barista, okay? If I had the skills, you think
The
I'd be using it?
problem isn't the way that you made it. The problem is the way it looks. It looks more like a tea. It looks more like a milk tea.
I totally agree.
And then a coffee. That's why I was like, it's probably the almond milk, though.
If I put boba in this, I would crush this every day. I mean, I already am. Twice a day.
How many calories does boba have? Specifically tapioca balls.
I actually have no idea. I haven't had boba tea or anything tapioca related in ages.
How many calories? It's just hard to type.
I mean, 100 calories for 50 grams. That's not
balls.
bad. I'm assuming they're called tapioca pearls.
Probably.
I've never heard them called that before.
Let's see. A standard 4th cup serving of cooked tapioca boba pearls contains approximately 135 to 200 calories.
Pretty dense. Dense. But tasty.
But you can put less than that in there.
Yeah. What did they say? A quarter cup? I mean, that's not really anything in terms of boba size.
But then it also says 10 grams a serving is less than 35 calories. A 4th cup is 135 to 200.
Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, they're pretty dense. Heavy. They're heavy.
Yeah. I don't like them.
You don't like tapioca balls?
I don't. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just... I like boba.
You like boba tea, but not the boba
tea,
part?
Not the... Yeah. I get... Whenever I get boba, I get like the fruit or the aloe jelly instead.
Oh,
or like the herbal tea jellies. Yeah. Those are a lot better. I think it's because the tapioca, they're just like sticky and like get stuck in my teeth.
Yeah, but I also don't part of the fun.
I hate it. I hate when things get like, you know how like sometimes you eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and you'll just and it gets stuck to the top of your mouth, to the roof of your mouth. I hate that. I can't deal with that.
But that's like half of the food, right? When you eat the food and then it gets stuck, the other half of the meal is getting it out of your teeth.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's why I don't like a lot of caramel.
But sometimes the meal can last for hours because you just can't get that one that's right there.
My meals already last for hours. I eat very slow. It's really bad. It's low-key embarrassing. Because like, okay, so Chris, the person I'm dating, super cool guy, we'll be eating, right? And I take my time. Mostly because I used to just scarf down food.
Me too. I mean, I still do.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just because there's like a reason for it, or I just don't do it like that no more. But I'll just, I'll take a bite. I'll take some time. A lot of the times it's because I'm talking, I'll be honest with you. And it's not really good to talk and eat at the same time.
Yeah.
But like, we'll just be hanging out. We'll be eating or whatever. And I'll be maybe a quarter, possibly halfway through my meal. And he's already done.
I just saw a video the other day that was, I don't know if it was like a TikTok trend or whatever, but it was a bunch of women trying to match the speed at which their boyfriends or husbands or whatever they were eating. And it was basically just them with the camera on them, and then their like boyfriend in the background, and they'd take like one little bite, and then their boyfriend would take like 3 bites, and they go, and they try and like match the speed. And it was, I think it's a universally male problem.
Unfortunately.
I don't see a lot of women doing that. It's kind of insane.
Okay,
and to your point of like talking during it, there have been times like, okay, so my friend group will typically, what we'll do is we'll go get food. That's like our social bonding thingy, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
But sometimes like for example, when I went out to eat with my dad, maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, he was, we like both got food, excuse me. And he was just sort of eating his food, but I was yapping the entire time, like catching up on what was going on and like just talking back and forth. And he had like finished his food and I had like taken 2 bites of my fish and 1 of my broccoli, and I went, oh God, I guess I have to take it to go now. It ended up working out because I had to go and eat another meal with somebody else after that. I double booked myself.
Yeah, it's frustrating sometimes because
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, I forgot what we ate the one time I'm thinking of, but oh, it was I had brought home food from work. We had ribs, macaroni and cheese, and mashed potatoes. Really good, by the way.
damn, that sounds
And
good.
so I had, I heated it up for us because we were hanging out. And I was like, "Hey, I got this food from work. Do you want some?" He goes, "Yeah, I could eat it." And so then I heated up. I think I gave us both 3 or 4 ribs, but like 4 spoonfuls of mac and cheese, 4 spoonfuls of mashed potatoes.
Right down the
Um,
middle, huh?
yeah. There was still a lot left over because I also brought it for my
Oh,
roommates as well.
oh yeah,
And
yeah.
so that day specifically, I was gonna work on my comic, but then he was coming over, and then he was like, "You can still work on your comic. Like, don't let me stop your workflow." And I was like, "Are you sure? I asked you to come over to hang out with you." Like, he goes, "No, it's fine. We don't have to like hang out to hang out." And I was like, "That's
Right.
fair." So then I spent like an hour like multitasking, working on the comic, trying or eating at the same time. Within maybe 10 to 15 minutes, I look over and he's on his last rib. Everything else is cleaned off his plate already. And I look at him and I go, was it mid? He goes,
Apparently not.
he was like, it was all right. The ribs could be better.
Okay.
But I really like the mac and cheese. And I was like, cool. I look at my plate. I've eaten I think half a rib and maybe 2 spoonfuls of mac and cheese.
Right, when you get dialed in, man, you just can't.
It's bad. I mean,
Food breaks the flow.
yeah. And then I also realize on weekends I don't eat that much, which
Hmm.
might be one of the reasons why I get so many headaches. But like, I don't think about eating on the weekends. I think just because I'm not using
Really?
much energy.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
and if I'm locked in, food's not on my mind at all. I'll
Yeah.
spend like I can spend anywhere from an hour to like I think the longest I've worked on my comic was like 6 or 7 hours, 6, 7.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Um, just hardcore working on it and
Mhm.
like pushing out pages, and then I'd get done with that, and I'd be like, I'm kind of hungry.
Mm.
I don't know why. It's fine. I'll eat later, and then get back into.
Yeah. Man, you and my mom, I don't know how people function like that, where they will just they go so hard that it's sort of like how do I even describe this problem? Where you can't trust your hunger cues. I've learned this about myself. Some people have the opposite problem where they can't the same problem. You can't trust your hunger cues, but on the opposite side. It's like I don't feel hungry at all. It's like, yeah, but when did you last eat? And they're like, I don't remember. And like, what did you last eat? I don't remember. It's like, all right, well, I know the problem. I know why you're crashing out right now. It's because you haven't eaten in 16 hours, and the last thing that you had was like a handful of popcorn while you were rushing around doing who knows what. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is not a direct event that happened yesterday. No, totally not referencing something that really did happen.
It's not good. I have to get yelled at half the time by Chanel for me to actually eat, and like, she'd be like, "Did you eat yet?" And I'm like, "Oh
Mhm.
no, I forgot. I've been doing this." Well, you need to eat. I mean, I guess whatever.
Mhm.
And like as you can see, I'm eating now. I always eat in the morning. I always eat when we record because most of the time I just woke up. But
Yeah, yeah.
today was a different story. Last night, or yes, I haven't got the best sleep this week. I'm gonna be honest. So then yesterday, I got home and I was like, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna work on my comic. You know what? Maybe I'll take a nap. And like I'm supposed to be playing games with some friends tonight. It's gonna be super fun. Whatever. Have a good chill evening and everything like that. So I get home and I talk to Chanel and we're just chit chatted up. And I'm like, okay. My light bulb went out 2 days ago, so I've been without light. Well, I guess I've had that on, but been without central light for like 2 days. But I got a light bulb from work, so I was like, I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and
Yeah.
then I think I'm gonna take a nap. The plan was to sleep for a little bit,
Uh-huh.
work on my comic until my friends were like, "Hey, let's get on the game. Get on the game, play, do more comic stuff, and just chill out for the rest of the night." I got in bed around like 6:30, and then like I stayed up for like another hour, and I was like, I'm probably not gonna take a nap. Then I was like, oh, yawn. Okay, maybe I will take a nap. My nap was so good that I slept until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, the text that I got, I asked you yesterday, like, hey, sorry, kind of a late text. You want to record tomorrow? I got a response here. I wasn't even awake. I didn't stay until this morning because you sent at
Yeah.
4 in the morning. You're like, hey, sorry, man, I just woke up. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I don't know what happened, but I just completely went into a hibernation slumber. And then I stayed up till like 7:30 or 8, and then
Okay.
I went back to sleep. And unfortunately, it was one of those sleeps where it's like, "Oh, I slept already good. I'm going to go back to sleep to get a little bit more shut-eye." But then you
Mm.
wake up, you feel like you got hit by a train.
Yeah, yep.
It was
Been there.
bad. But I woke up at like 10. So like I'm awake. So that's cool. I was supposed to work on my comic after I woke up the first time. Then I said,
Right.
"No, I should just chill out and I'll work on the comic after we do the recording today."
Yeah, okay.
And then I played Fortnite for like an hour. Or more like 30 minutes. I
No,
almost
wow.
I almost got a victory royale on my own. While
Oh,
playing sorry, let me rephrase. Say this properly. I was
you were
playing squads.
solo dolo. No, okay, yeah.
So I was playing squads. I have to get to level 200 to get all of the battle pass done. I think I've talked about this before. I was playing squads so I could do some missions, but then I remembered the missions that I need to do, I don't need a squad for. So my goal
Oh,
was to go into the game and just try to get these missions done, try to survive. If I die, whatever, I'll just try again.
yeah.
So I'm playing squads mode with just myself, just solo. So if anybody shoots at me, I panic and I run away because I know I'm not getting shot by one person. I'm getting shot by at least 4 people.
Oh, wait,
And
but
then,
they team you up with other people, right? Or are you
unless you
playing
turn that setting off, which that's
and
what I did.
you maniac. Okay.
Listen, half the time I'll play on solo so I can just do the quests, so I can
I
just do the
guess,
missions.
sure.
Cool. But
Sure.
then the specific quests that I need to do required me to play on duos, trios, or squads. So I said,
Right.
screw it. I just need to get this one thing done. Fun fact, did not get that one thing done because I could not find the thing that I needed. But I played that round for like 15 minutes running around. I've got 0 kills until it was like, "Oh yeah, top 10." What do you mean top 10? How? I I just been running away, somehow surviving. I had no good method of transportation or
Mm-hmm.
mobility. I was panicking half the time. And then it was like top 2 left. It was me and one other person. So I said, "Oh snap! Okay, cool. I'm gonna go find this guy and go kill him." Unfortunately,
Mm.
when I managed to find the guy, he just rebooted his team. So I in fact did not get a victory royale on my own in squads. But I got second place, which I think that's pretty cool
That's not
for
bad.
playing
I don't
without a
know.
team.
Do they give rewards for that? I've never actually played
I'm giving
Fortnite.
myself a reward for that.
Hey, yeah, you deserve get yourself your own trophy, put it up on the little shelf.
Yeah.
I almost beat Fortnite once. Yeah.
One time I beat Fortnite a couple of times, just a little bit. I don't have a trophy to show you. If I pull up Fortnite right now, I can show you how many times I've got a victory royale.
What? 1? 0?
This season I've gotten 9 in total.
Jeez, wow.
Chanel, she's a monster. She has like 30 something.
Dang. Okay.
Which disrespectful to me, but whatever.
Hmm.
But I bring all that up because sometimes good things happen to good people. So I woke
Okay.
up. I didn't eat last night. Obviously, I was asleep all night. So I was like, let me
Naturally.
get some food. You know what? I haven't had McDonald's breakfast in so long. Let me get McDonald's breakfast.
Hmm.
So, and usually I get McDonald's breakfast. I usually get a McGriddle. I get orange juice, and I get the hash brown combo, and that's usually it. But I was like, I'm gonna treat myself because I deserve it. And whenever I treat myself, I get the sausage McGriddle, and the bacon McGriddle.
Hmm.
So I did that because I was like, ooh, I haven't eaten. I'm probably empty. I don't feel hungry, but I should probably eat something
Yeah.
before I just run out of energy. So I order it. I take a shower. This is like 4 o'clock in the morning, by the way. And so I'm taking a shower, and my DoorDash is like, "Oh yeah, we're packaging your order now. All right, I'm on my way." They drop off my order before I get out the shower. I'm like, "Okay, cool." I get all dry off. I grab my food. It is heavy. I'm like, "Why is it heavy?" Okay, whatever. So then I'm getting all settled in bed. I pull out all the food, pull out the bag, pull out the drink. They forgot my straw, and I was like, "Whatever, it's fine."
Always, yeah.
I got a smoothie instead of orange juice because
Oh.
acid reflux is real once you pass the age of 25. If you didn't know,
Yeah, sure. Some of
or
us don't have that problem, but I'll
some of
take
us
it.
have had that problem a lot longer actually, but
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, But yeah. And so I pull out the bag and I'm like, why is it so heavy? I just got 2 McGriddles. And I open it up. I have my 2 McGriddles. They also gave me 2 sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffins.
Ooh.
So I knew today was going to be a great day.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like getting that. Well, I don't remember how many nuggets there are in the box, but getting that
Depends
one
on
extra.
which one you get.
Yeah, you get the 4, and then you get the extra 1. Or I think they have 4 counts.
Meanwhile, I started freaking out because I was like, "Oh no, did they give me the wrong order? I'm not giving it back."
Oh yeah, for sure. No, that's like finding $20 on the ground. That's
But yeah, they
your
never
20
came
bucks
back
now.
for it. It said my
Mhm.
name on it, and I was like, maybe they just felt like being nice, or maybe they just had extra, and they said we'll give it
Yeah,
to somebody.
as long
So
as they
now
didn't
I'm
charge you extra
eating
for
even
it.
more. No,
What the? Oh, you still have it that you got this morning at 4. Did you at least warm it back up? Oh, you're an animal. You're an absolute monstrous animal.
no, I'm not. It's fine.
All I can imagine is your roommates hearing the rustling of McDonald's paper at 4 in the morning. Go, all right, it could be Isaiah, or it could be a trash panda.
First of all, both could be very much true. Second of all, the only one who's at home right now is Chanel, and Chanel was very much asleep. Thank you. Jacob is dog sitting until Monday, and our other roommate is in Chicago until I think Sunday.
Wow.
Because it's spring break right now.
Oh, that's right. Ah, man. I'm not paying attention to the school schedule at all anymore.
For shame.
All I know is that I see the school buses go by, and I hear them sometimes in the morning, and I laugh at
wow,
them.
I haven't seen one that big before.
Is this a short bus joke? Are you calling me slow?
I didn't say that.
How dare you, sir?
I'm just parroting a joke that I hear all the time from Jacob and Anthony. That's all.
Oh, right. Yeah, but now you've said it, and you could be canceled because it's on air.
No. You know why?
Because
I said nuh-uh.
Oh, yeah, you just... Nah, not allowing it.
Exactly. Counterspell.
That's
if
amazing.
This is what gets me canceled, I would be only slightly surprised, actually.
That would be a pretty... Considering what some people have gotten away with, I would be impressed if this...
If you ever listen to the other podcast that is on permanent hiatus, we said a lot worse stuff over there.
I believe it.
Well, but like the things we've said are involving those demographics, though, and the person of the demographic has said those things. So then,
also, it's okay. Yeah,
it's fine.
You can't be racist against yourself.
Yeah. Let's go with that. Racism, not any other kind of ism, because there's a lot of them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But that's the more unhinged side of not Lamb, by the way.
Right. Yeah.
It's not me. That's some other guy.
Well, you passed out yesterday. There have been multiple times this week where I've clocked out of work and then gone, I just need to decompress for like 20 minutes. And then I'll just put on some music. I'll put a pillow over my head. Kind of like I'm, you know, in those scenes when the assassin gets the pillow and then he like puts it over the person's face and murders them. It looks like exactly what I'm doing to myself. Is I basically put a pillow.
Are you okay, John?
Just to right here so that my nose is sticking out.
When's the last time you went to a therapist?
Never counts. I just
what I didn't know you could do
with therapy, right? I was like, I need to take a minute, stop looking at a screen. So I put myself in like a blackout environment with a pillow over my face, and then I have just fallen asleep twice.
That's like the perfect condition to fall asleep. What do you mean?
It really is. But for so long, I've been incapable of falling asleep to anything like music. If like the TV's on, I can't fall asleep. Like the total opposite of you, because you just constantly have stuff going in the background, and I can't do that.
Yeah, not all the time.
I've literally tried, because people are like, yeah, I'd like to listen to music and go to sleep, and I'm like, maybe that helps them. And then every time that I've tried, I'm like, how do you go to sleep with this? It's stimulating my brain, and my brain is the thing that's keeping me awake in the first place. So I need to unstimulate my brain.
Fair enough. You gotta not desensitize. You gotta, yeah. For me, a long time ago, originally, it was fine just with a fan, but then the thoughts started getting way too loud. So then I needed something to drown those out. So then music would be good, YouTube, and I kind of interchange between the two. Usually it's
Mm,
YouTube, but like these days I kind of just have it on until I pass out. So how do I say this? I have two different modes of going to sleep,
right.
and usually I can tell which one it is by if I can remember my dreams or not. Uh,
Okay.
so I have what I call going to sleep, which is I'm actively putting myself in a position to go to sleep. So like my brain shuts down to like focus on like my breathing, like letting my body relax, whatever I got to do to go to sleep.
The ritual. Yeah.
The ritual. I go through the rituals, and I usually remember my dreams. Sometimes I'll lay there and have like be forcing myself to have these daydream kind of deals that turn
Right.
into dreams, things like that. Distracting myself. Then there's what I call passing out, which is when I involuntarily go to sleep. And that's when I don't remember my dreams very often. That's when I just remember I was laying there, and then the next thing I know, I'm waking up. Uh,
Okay. Yeah.
and a lot of times I just kind of pass out, which is another reason why I stay up so late because I feel like I can't go to sleep, so I just kind of stay there until I can force myself to pass out. Uh,
Interesting. It's an
it's not
interesting strategy. Yeah.
the best strategy, I
Yeah.
could tell you that. But yeah, I mean, as of now, it's kind of become more of like a ritual or like a habit to have something on in the background. I don't
Yeah.
necessarily need it because like the thoughts haven't been very loud as of late.
No thoughts, empty
Uh,
head.
I want to say that, but there's some thoughts kind of full head, but not like blaringly loud or anything.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. And like sometimes I will turn off YouTube and put on some music, but I'll have it like really low so that it's
Hmm.
not loud enough for me to like sit down and like sit there and focus on the music and like be stimulated like
Oh,
by it. But
sure.
like it's
Yeah.
just loud enough that I can hear it and I'm like, "Ooh, there's sound that's not just the fan going." But then sometimes if I'm really struggling or really not struggling, I don't know. It's usually whenever I have like a really bad migraine, I'll just turn off everything. And I
Oh,
got I
sure.
got a blackout curtain, so it's always dark in here, so that's
Yeah.
probably helpful. But like I'll just shut everything off and just have the fan going. And sometimes I'll be on my phone, and then sometimes I'll just put it down and just focus on trying not to be in pain. Uh, it doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. And then
Yeah,
eventually I'll fall
it's
asleep.
very important to have that good night ritual.
Yeah.
I've seen so many people online talk about this, and having devised my own good night ritual, I completely agree because I have the data, right? I've got the little smart ring to
Here we
back
go.
up my strategies of going to bed.
Him and this
Now,
freaking ring.
granted, I don't always get the best sleep. Sometimes I wake up because I've drunk too much water during the day, and I gotta wake up, once or twice to go to the bathroom and then back to
Mhm.
sleep. But what I'm really proud of is my oh no, what do they call it? It's like sleep delay or something like that. It's when you start to go to sleep, the time between you starting to go to sleep and you being asleep. For me, the scale is maxed always. I don't know what all the features, or not features, but functions that are going into that data is, but I agree because I never lie there going, I wish I was asleep right now. I wish I was asleep right now. It's all right, I'm going to sleep. It's the morning. Or, I'm going to sleep and then I gotta wake up, I gotta go to the bathroom. And it's like, oh, I look at the clock and I'm like, okay, is it 3 or is it 5? Because
Mhm.
it's never anything other. It's always one of those two. And it's every time I'm like, all right, yeah, it's 3, I got it. I'll be fine. Go back to bed. And then again, it's head hits the pillow, like 3, 2, 1, and I'm out. It's
Wish,
lovely.
dude.
It's lovely.
And like I know like people in like the military are able to do that as well. Like that's a skill that
Yeah.
people like have to learn how to do. Me, I can't do that. I wish I could.
I have seen the like Navy SEAL fall asleep method or whatever. I
Mhm.
don't even do that really.
I've tried and it doesn't work for me. I don't know,
Mm.
maybe because I'm not well trained enough.
I think it's a repetition thing because it
Repetition and
took me a
discipline
while
for
to
sure.
get into like my habits
Mhm.
just because I mean, well, I guess it starts with sort of I'm sure you've heard the like skincare, like when you do like your skincare routine, it becomes a routine. But for me, getting into all of the like skincare, like brushing of teeth, doing all the stuff you got to do before you get to bed, that like I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, such a hassle.
Oh
Because I
yeah.
was like, I had to think about everything, and then like I had a checklist that I would go down just to make sure that I was doing it all. Because I went a little bit too crazy, and then went, all right, we got to pare some of this stuff back. Like we don't need all the crap that these people are trying to sell me. So let's get this stuff back to normal, right? Now it's just like wash the face, do the teeth brushing, well, and the flossing and the rinsing and whatever. But there's like a whole system that goes into it. It's drink water because I don't want to drink water, I think 2 hours before bed. And thanks to daylight savings, I've messed that up every night for the past couple of nights. I've gone on at 10 p.m. Time to go to bed. And then it's like actually 10 p.m. was 9 p.m. because we jumped ahead an hour.
Yeah.
So I'm an hour behind schedule, which means I keep going to bed at like 1. I'm trying to get that back to midnight because midnight was sort of my nice time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, to anybody that does not have a good night ritual, you gotta lock that in.
You're
It's so
lying,
handy.
brother.
It's so handy.
I agree. Unfortunately, I don't have one of those. I need to invest in making one of those, but I also need to just invest in doing better with like taking care of myself. Which, if we
Man,
need any examples, these guys are the primary ones. Which
in this light, they look pretty bright. I mean, like,
they look pretty
they
white.
look,
That's because the light. It's
yeah. Oh, I see.
yeah. I wish they were whiter, but maybe that's the next step I'm gonna take is teeth whitening. Because as we know, it works for some people, and then they have perfect teeth when they go to the dentist.
No. Well, I don't think did I tell you the last time I went to the dentist? They told me I need to floss more, and I went, I don't know. I can't floss more than I already do. I'm
Maybe they
flossing once a
just
day.
maybe they mean like more in depth.
Well, that was kind of what it is. They're like, there's a shadow back over here, like in the I don't know, one of these two ones back here, and I'm like, okay. Now, weirdly, I have gone to the dentist a lot in my life, right? I think I try and go twice a year, and let's assume I've been doing that my entire life, right? So I've only been, I don't know, 56 times or however many I've been to the dentist. Let's round that up to 60. Let's say I've been to the dentist 60 times,
I
right?
think despite all the dental work I've had to do, I've definitely been less than you have.
Well, I guess I also not counting my braces because I did have
Mm,
braces when I was younger. Did you have braces when you were younger? I don't think.
no, my teeth
Oh,
are
okay.
just naturally straight.
Yeah. Okay. You lucky duck.
So I got straight teeth. You got good teeth health. I guess it evens out.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah. You didn't have to go through the torture in middle school and high school
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. No, I guess it was. Yeah, middle school. I think I was doing that.
Yeah,
You
no,
didn't
that
have to go through that,
was
but you did get punished by
yeah.
eating too much. I don't know, candy or whatever you did.
Candy, soda, not brushing or flossing. Yeah.
But see,
No, that
there
was.
have been times when my teeth have been sensitive,
Mm-hmm.
like when they're like doing stuff in there, and usually I'm like, okay, that doesn't like I don't know what a cavity feels like, but I've never had a cavity,
I
and
can
every
tell you.
time that they've gone like every time they've been like poking around and they're like, oh, it's like that feels a little bit sore. Uh, it always goes away. Like I just brush it
Is
and
it
then
your
it goes.
teeth or is it your gums? Because those are
That's what I
two
always
different.
thought it was. It
Because
was
if
always
it's your
my
teeth,
teeth.
it's not something that will just go away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
It's like,
highly like from my own experience, it doesn't just go
hmm,
away. Unfortunately, yeah. So it's probably just your gums. Could have just been inflamed for one reason or another.
could have
I
been,
know.
yeah.
um, years ago, whenever I would go to the dentist, it was mostly when I was in high school. Before I would go to the dentist, so the night before, in the morning of, I would
Yeah.
just brush the hell out of my teeth,
Uh-huh.
and they would always know because
Oh, yeah.
your gums are inflamed and everything. And I'd be like, "Dang, how do they know?" And they would tell me, "I'm like, shoot, okay, I got to do better." But
Mhm.
that was also back when I wasn't brushing my teeth like often. I've
I
gotten a
think
lot better at it.
there is like an adaptation period because I don't remember when I started really flossing my teeth like regularly. I mean, I do it once a day, right? Um, I just always recall that every time I would try and do that, my gums would start like bleeding out of
Mm-hmm.
nowhere. And it was always so annoying. So painful. I was like, I hate flossing. Flossing is the worst thing.
Yeah.
And then eventually the switch just it stopped bleeding. Like I think I toughened up my gums to the point where we're no longer bursting every time I try and get in there and do something.
Well,
I had to
hey,
really
brother,
dig in.
that makes two of us.
Yeah.
I probably had gingivitis. I'm gonna be honest. I definitely had gingivitis because I know
Gingivitis.
that's usually what causes your teeth to bleed like that, right? Gingivitis.
Lord.
Yeah, the initial reversible stage of gum disease characterized by red, swollen, and bleeding gums caused by plaque and tartar buildup. Which that'd make a
Yeah.
lot of sense for my case, for sure. But like ever since I fully got my teeth like figured out, I've been not forcing myself. I've been making it a habit to do a lot better at
Mm-hmm.
keeping them good because I don't have money to keep getting them worked on.
I feel that, man. Yeah.
But it's reached a point to where my teeth no longer bleed, except for like on rare occasions, like once every couple of weeks, maybe.
Okay, sure.
Whenever I brush and floss them. Like I had one recently, but I realized it was because I had like some food stuck in my gums, and so it just got
Oh.
irritated and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's also the problem with my teeth was that my teeth are very tightly packed together. So
Mm.
even though I was still kind of brushing as a kid, I wasn't flossing enough. So food would just get stuck there and then just start decaying, and that's where all my cavities would come from because
Yeah.
all of my cavities are between my teeth
Yeah,
because
that was where
food
they
gets stuck
said
in
mine
there.
is down here. It's like, well, I don't have a cavity, but they're like, there's a shadow. Like, you need to
Yeah,
floss back there more. I'm like, all right, in between the
fair
teeth,
enough.
way back there.
Yeah, that's how it be sometimes. The last time I went and got my teeth cleaned, I don't remember how long ago it was. I think it was a couple months ago though. I think it was in December or November. One of those two. I need to go back to
Yeah.
get my teeth cleaned soon. But they said that my teeth are looking a lot better and way good, and I've been doing a good job brushing. I just have to make sure I really get those back teeth.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not like the sides, but like behind them where it was starting to build up. And so, because like when I brush my teeth, I would just kind of brush around. I wouldn't like go around it to the
We
back
have so
side.
much new technology stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we still okay? Now, yeah, I get that we have those kind of fancy new toothbrushes that like spin and do other cool things. Why haven't we invented a technology that just brushes your teeth for you? Surely that like what are we working on, right?
I mean,
Stop
you
trying to
see
go
it
to
in all the
Mars.
futuristic movies.
Yeah, fix teeth. Just I don't know, like a what do you call it? One of those things that you when you're in sports, it's like a mouth guard, right? But then you just put that thing in your mouth and it goes zzz, and you're done. It's like vaporized all the stuff.
Hey, we
And
need
just
we need to trademark that.
yeah, somebody invent this technology.
We can
Clearly
invent
it
it.
exists
Screw
out there
everybody
somewhere.
else. I feel like I don't know. I just be worried that like at first it would be really cool, but the way that it would have to work because a lot of plaque buildup is like starting inside the gums, which is why it's so important to like brush and like floss. So the only way for them for it to actually get down there would be either to like into your gums or like basically vaporize layers of your teeth.
Well, they can already make the molds of your teeth. So they could personalize like down to the I don't know, micrometer a device that just basically, I mean, that it's kind of scary to think about, right? But like you put it in your mouth and then every single tooth it goes up into, it kind of grabs and then bzz, and then it comes back down. Sorry, I'm animating this off screen, right? You put it in your mouth and then imagine
It just
here's your
goes
mouth,
down to the root
right?
and just
Yeah,
zaps it all off all the plaque.
and you've got it in here and then it goes shunk, zzz, shunk. But it does it for like every single tooth.
I feel like that would cost a lot of money to have it automate itself for one. And
Yeah.
then I feel like that would be a dentist tool as opposed to a daily tool that people could use,
Well,
unfortunately.
that's where it
Unless you
starts.
have a lot of good money. I'd say maybe like 20 years down the line we might get that. Like over the counter.
I'd like that, yeah. Because as
Because
fun
we
as it
have
is to
water
stand there for 2
picks.
minutes and go,
It's really not even that bad. It's literally just a matter of discipline.
I know.
As
like,
the resident bad teeth person.
I'm never like, well, I never, I used to not want to brush my teeth, just like now I don't really want to take a
Take a
shower because it's
shower?
such a
Yeah.
hassle. But now I'm like, okay, brushing the teeth is the shortest thing that I have to do in this ritual. So it's no longer a problem for me. I just start it going and I have like my phone with my little timer on it so I don't have to think about it. Sometimes I'm listening to music, but the times when I'm not listening to anything, because I walk around the house and I'm wearing these 99% of the time, listening to music, watching a movie, doing who knows what. And I feel like I'm getting that divot on the top of my head every time. So, like, I take these things off and my ears can breathe again.
I used to have a divot really bad because I would wear these all day at work, all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
But I switched to earbuds and the divot's finally going away.
yeah.
My friends call it
I
my
just,
soft spot.
you
I was
just
trying to my
stand
friends, my
there.
roommates.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, I
yeah.
guess my roommates are my friends, but still, they are mean to me.
I could probably get into competitive toothbrushing though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm pretty
Is
good at it.
that's got to be a thing already? Hold on, I'm gonna do some research.
I don't know how you would win competitive toothbrushing.
Competitive
You
toothbrushing.
know, I bet I could make up some rules for it for sure. I mean, you start brushing your teeth. You have 2 minutes to get your teeth as clean as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is like a professional dentist that will come in and do an inspection of your teeth and go, Miss Stubbing. Because I don't know about you,
What's
but
the
every
boy
time I go
on?
in there, right,
Mm-hmm.
it's usually like a morning appointment. So I'll brush my teeth when I wake up. I'll have flossed the night before. And then when I go in, the like tooth person that works under the doctor, the
Mm-hmm.
technician, I don't know what you call it, but I don't know what that role that is.
I don't know.
But
Are you talking
they
about the
will
person who
also,
cleans?
yeah, yeah, you
Is
know,
that
they'll
the
also
orthodontist? I think.
clean the teeth. Maybe. And then the pro will come in, and every time the doctor comes in, looks at my teeth, and then goes, and then does some more cleaning. It's like, how many times do we need to clean? I cleaned twice yesterday night, and I flossed. Then I brushed again this morning, and then she cleaned my teeth too, and now you're
Mm-hmm.
cleaning it too.
See, here's the
How perfect do
thing.
these need to be?
First of all, very perfect. No, our toothbrushes can only get so deep, Jonathan. They can only do so much.
That's true.
I mean,
But when I do
half
it
the time
twice
when
and floss,
they still only do so much. Like that's why you have to keep going to get them cleaned. Because that's what they go in with the water pick thing, the pressure washer essentially, and
that's
like get
true.
all that stuff out of there. Because before my last cleaning, I was like on my A game with my teeth brushing or like my teeth health and everything. Again, because I got my teeth fixed, I'm not trying to get them fixed again. So like I was on my
Understandably.
A game with them. And then my technician person
Yeah.
that cleans the teeth. She goes in, she brushes, she gets the water pick, she goes down into them, and like gets all the extra plaque off of there. You don't
Mm-hmm.
notice how much plaque is actually there until you get it all cleaned out. Because
True.
like what
Yeah.
I like to do, or one of my favorite things was probably one of the things that pushing me to clean my teeth more, and like remembering to clean my teeth is my bottom teeth. These guys, air can pass through them because they're not tightly packed down there at the bottom, and so I'll know if I need to really floss really bad throughout the day if I do that and air's not passing through, and that's how I'll remember. Dang, I need to floss my teeth. Um, I do what I gotta do.
Take some breaths. Take some breaths. No hurling at this stage.
It's not even that
That's
bad.
the worst thing I've heard in a very long
If
time.
that's the worst thing you have, you got a weak stomach, my boy. But anyways, but like I do that all the time, just as like a way to check myself to be like, oh shoot, I forgot to floss,
Yeah.
or like, dang, I need to floss when I get home, something like that. But then after getting my teeth clean with the pressure washer, that's what it is. It's a tiny pressure washer.
Pretty much.
The amount of
Same
air
tech.
that passes through between my teeth is substantially a lot more than
Well, at
whenever I
least
just
you
brush and floss.
probably won't get cavities there because there's no space.
Yeah,
I
well, I
mean,
mean,
it's all space.
it's all space until it's not. But
Mm,
that's what I need a floss for. And then
that's
also
nuts.
they told me because I until I always thought floss your teeth, put it in between your teeth, up, go to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to go in, wrap around each tooth to get any food that's stuck
Yeah,
around the teeth, and that's kind of what takes the most time, honestly.
for sure.
Uh, and so still trying to get better doing that method.
You're a string user, not a
the
like
little pick things.
the little plastic ones.
I use those whenever I don't have enough time in the morning
Mm.
to like get a full floss in, or if like Anthony's like, hey, I'm here, I'm like, shoot, I haven't brushed my teeth yet. So then
Yeah.
I'll just go steal one from my roommate's bathroom, but don't tell them I said that.
See, I don't actually know how to use the
Real
string
floss?
ones. I've tried so many times and it just cannot. I just don't know how.
They're just weak.
Like, I don't know. My mouth isn't big enough for my hand to get. That's crazy.
I mean, you gotta make it work.
Apparently, or not. I'll just use the little pick things.
I got decent size. I got meaty hands, and sometimes it's a struggle, but usually it's fine. You know, you just put one on the inside, one on the outside, and then just move it around.
Yeah, that just seems that's insane.
It is, but I mean, it's archaic, but it's effective.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I mean, I suppose they do give me those for free when I go to the dentist, and I think I have about 6 of them.
You never know when you're going to run out of your little picks and not be able to get some more. Whenever it's the dental apocalypse. So you should.
Well, see, the thing is, I get like the bag I have now. I think is 250 picks. That's like at one a day. That's like a year's supply.
So again, dental apocalypse. No more dental things that you can find. It's like a scarce commodity now. So you have to learn how to floss normally. Are you going to be able to do it?
I mean, I'll have to learn, I guess, or I'll die of teeth.
Oh no, the teeth are going to come.
That'll be what gets me. Yeah,
I can see it. He had perfect health, and then his teeth were the ones that got him.
He got gangrene of the mouth and just that was.
You're gonna die, and then like your body's gonna decay, and your teeth are still gonna be perfectly white.
Yeah, I could see them discovering my skull, going, wow, look at these teeth, magnificent.
It's like they haven't even been touched before. This guy had to be a billionaire. They're so perfect and white.
Yeah, I did do a second round of teeth. Did I mention this on here? I think I did. Like back in January.
Your second round.
Well, I've done a couple of rounds of the strips now because I think I did 2 the first time, and then I did one more last year, and then I did one in January because I think you're supposed to do it every 6 months or like once a year once you get to perfect whiteness. And I think I could probably get away with doing it once a year because I don't think my teeth are going to get any whiter than they are. But now my plan is going forward just to do like, if I have a big event coming up, like I have a trip, like a vacation, right, in June or July or sometime in the summer, I forget exactly when. It's like, all right, well, the 10 days or however many it is before that, I should do this. Like, I should do one more regimen, and then I'll be peak for that. And then I could do it again before, I don't know, the family holidays at the end of the year. And it should be good. And it's really not like, I hear people saying all the time, like, oh, yeah, don't do it because it's so expensive. And I mean, I guess it's kind of just a vanity thing. So, it really doesn't particularly matter to do it.
Most things are for vanity, let's be honest.
I suppose. But I mean, the ones that I get are like $30.
That's
and
pretty
if you
good.
do that, 3 times a year, you're spending less than $100 to make your teeth, which is what some people like teeth. No, well, that seems weird to say, but
it's a little odd.
The teeth are an important part of your facial symmetry, and when people look at
my
you,
face is lopsided, so
no, all I'm saying is that when somebody looks
it's
at you,
noticeable.
Yes, they see a couple of things, right? And like, I don't know, certain people look at the teeth, and I've noticed that myself. I tend to look at teeth mainly because I had horrible colored yellow teeth for a very long time.
Same.
Now I've kind of fought my way out of that, and it's like, all right, I don't want to go back. We don't backslide here. Well,
we don't backslide. We're all about moving forward.
Yeah,
and that's all. Yeah.
I don't know if I said, but at the end of this last month, I had put on like 10 pounds. That's 10 pounds heavier than I was supposed to be. This last week, 10 days, really. It was sort of a 10 to 14 days, somewhere in that range. I got back on the grind, cut myself down a little bit, and then crashed at, what day is today? Saturday, so it would have been Thursday. Thursday, I was sort of just doing my regular stuff. And, I walk on the treadmill a couple of times a day, usually when I'm working, but I wasn't really working that day because I was sick. It was a sick day. I was sick that day.
Yeah, totally.
I discovered very quickly. So I went on like my first, like it's a nice 10-minute walk, right? Nothing too bad. A little bit of an incline, like 3 miles an hour, going pretty well, right? I did the first one just fine. The second one, now I do this literally every day for maybe an hour and a half, give or take. And so I was sort of cutting it up. But the second one that I did, I was just walking and I was like, man, is my vision getting blurry? Why is my head kind of spinning as I'm walking right now?
That's
My
not
chest is feeling
good,
bad. Like,
Jonathan.
okay, all right. I know I've been pushing a little bit hard. Maybe I've pushed too hard. And I've been thinking about this for a couple of days prior to that, because I was fine for the first week. That was my my come down, right, from the last party weekend that I had, where I had like 10,000 calories over the weekend and was just feeling, God, you feel immortal. I don't know when, like, when your blood sugar gets really, really low and you're like, I don't have any energy, I don't have any strength and all this stuff. That's like my existence for a large portion of my existence for the last little while. When I power up with that much food, it's crazy the amount of energy that just springs forth. I carried through that for like 7 days, and then 8, 9, 10, I was like, all right, okay, we've kind of depleted all of the water and the glycogen and the reserves. We're definitely eating into the fat right now. This is going great. And then that 10th, 11th day, whenever that was, it just like hit me like a truck.
Yeah.
And walking was going, because usually I can tell there's usually a buildup, because when I go from like sitting down or lying down to standing, my vision will just, and I'll know I'm going way too hard and I need to back off. There were no warning signs. I was just like on the treadmill going, all right, get through the end of this walk and then you're going to go eat something that can refuel you.
Yeah.
And ended up having like a full refeed day where I think I had like 5,000 calories. It was close to 500 grams of protein that day. Part of the reason why it was so strange was because on Monday I did a full body workout, right? So my entire body, well, okay, maybe I should revise it. Full body workout on Monday, and then I ran the day after, like a pretty decent run, my second run that I've ever really done before. And then took Wednesday off, and then Thursday I was sore Tuesday, sore Wednesday, sore Thursday, and by the time Thursday was rolling around and I was starting to get that like lightheadedness while I was walking, my entire body still sore. I went, all right, something needs to change. I think, and this is my plan. I was like, I'm going to super load myself by just eating protein the entire day. And I did from like 9 a.m. to, I think I stopped eating at maybe 8 or 9, where every like hour I was kind of eating, like some yogurt with protein powder in it, or cottage cheese with protein powder in it, or like my coffee with some protein powder in it. And so like by the end of the day, I could probably look at my actual data here. Let's see. Yeah, it was 4,900 calories, 421 grams of protein. Now, typically I get like 150 grams in a day, and that's a lot. A lot of people kind of are like, 100 to 150, depending on your body weight. And it worked. I can tell you for a fact. I woke up that next morning. Yeah. I mean, even by the end of the day, I was feeling so good. Because I like had cut down on my movement. I'd gotten like sort of the bare minimum in. I was still walking, but because I was eating so much more and I was just digesting and digesting and digesting, like I felt my energy levels rising and rising and rising. I was like, this is such an incredible feeling. And then the next day, soreness gone, and I got to do another workout. Because Thursday should have been the other day that I worked out this week. My plan was originally Thursday was going to work out, Friday I was going to run. But because I couldn't do anything Thursday, because I was sore and trying to get myself back into a functional state, I ended up having to work out yesterday. So maybe today, because I actually do feel really good, maybe today is when I go on my run. And I don't want to have that refuel day.
But that might be the new strategy?
Yeah. The issue is I'm so used to going fast. Not,
Mhm.
I mean, not fast is relative, right?
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, I could do like 2 pounds a week. Maybe last year I was doing like regularly just a pound a week every week for the whole year, right? 52 weeks, 52 pounds. That was it. Easy peasy. I have tried to go that speed twice. I did it in January. I did it again this last week. Both times I hit, it was like I got hit by a truck. It was insane, right? I don't know. I am so impatient somehow. I don't understand how I'm impatient at this
For
point.
all this time.
Right? Literally years I've been locked into this. And now it's like, all right, well, let's get these last like 15 pounds off. So let's go back to the 1 pound a week, lock it in, and then I do like 1 week of a burn, crash. And just like okay, I can't go not even casual speed anymore. I think, and I'm resisting it so much because I don't want to go, all right, well, I just have to decrease my deficit by such a small amount. Like now I'm doing like 500 calories a day. If I go to the smart move, what I should do is probably 250 calories a day. But that's doubling the length of time that it's going to require to get through it, theoretically, right? But then the other side of it is like, okay, if I go slow, but I can maintain that the entire time rather than doing this burn up, burn up, burn.
Can't be too good for you.
I mean, it's all, it's just like weight loss in total.
Uh-huh.
But I took a shower yesterday and it's hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this isn't a metric, unfortunately, that you would be able to understand. But
I don't like the way you said that to me, but continue.
sometimes in the shower,
Mm-hmm.
I will be like, washing my hair and then I'll come away and my hands are just covered in hair, right?
Mm.
And it's not,
I wonder why you said that to me.
it's, it's not like I'm losing hair, right? I just
Mm-hmm.
didn't wash my hair for like 3 days. And, typically your hair falls out naturally.
I'm
But
aware.
when you have longer hair, right, it just kind of binds itself up together. Not like
Mm-hmm.
binds, but it gets like slightly tangled inside of each other. And so they don't just naturally fall out. When I wash my hair, I'm like, oh, look at all that hair. Like, how am I not going bald?
Your shower dream must hate you.
We have had to clean it out once. Though to be fair, I think it had been a couple of years since we did that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to do it again. I know it's just a part of having hair, but that was one of the other things that I was a little concerned about, going too fast, because I did this before once. Oh man, it was maybe 2 years ago, where I noticed that I was losing hair, like follicles inside, because there was like a patch.
That's not good.
And I was like, okay, yeah, we are going way too hard here, and so had to back off. I think that was the first time that I went from like maximum speed to that was like the first big lessening that I had to do. Not like a lesson that I learned, but
Yeah,
there was a
yeah,
lesson
yeah.
that I learned. It was just
Well,
a
like you
lessening
lessen
of
the
the
load. You lighten the load even.
because it was so much easier, losing when you're like 60% body fat versus 20% body fat. All of my algorithm now is like, why do people keep getting stuck at 20%? And I'm like, please, for the love of God, give me the answer, because I can't bust this 20%. I keep seeing it. I keep seeing that 19 coming up on the little scales. Like, it's got to be down there somewhere. Nope. Reverse again. Back off again. Like, let me
There's
see.
nothing wrong with 20%, John. I understand it's
There
not the
is something
goal.
wrong. There is something wrong with 20%. I can't see my abs. I want to see them, baby. I need some striations.
Can you feel them at least?
Yes, I can. That's actually part of the reason why I'm not totally upset with what's happened the last couple of weeks, is because visibly I look thinner around the waist.
Mhm.
Like I just am. Well, in
Your waist is
particular,
snatched?
it's getting there, I suppose. But there's like a really my metric right now is that little lower pooch on the on the belly, because that thing is literally the last to go, right? But for the longest time, this is a weird
TMI?
TMI thing maybe,
Okay.
but like typically you lose body fat from out in, and
Mm.
when you gain it inward out. So stuff like your arms or your legs, they'll lose your fat first, and your tummy's kind of the very, very last thing to go. And then even when you're in the tummy range, which is kind of where I am right now, it goes top to bottom. So
Oh.
you can prior to February, which was sort of when all of this chaos kicked off, I could see not my abs, not the top two abs, but I could see the rib, that top rib. I could see it pretty prominently, and then it vanished. It
It's gone
vanished
now.
into the ether, right? But that's slowly been coming back, and now what I've noticed is that there was sort of a disconnect between the top tummy and the lower tummy. The lower tummy has always kind of been bigger than the top tummy.
So like this area with your diaphragm.
Yes, that had shrunk down, but the lower tummy was still there, right? But now, and I could see it like when I ate food, the top of my tummy, because that's like where the stomach actually is would sort of, you could see the food inside of you. That's kind of a weird way to describe it, but I can't. I can see the food inside of me after I've eaten it. If I eat a
That's
whole
kind
bunch,
of weird.
It is
It's a little
weird. It is very weird.
It's a little scary.
But for the longest time, it was like the upper tummy would be flat-ish, flatter than the lower one. And then when I would eat food, it would like go up to kind of match the lower one, right? Now it's like all the time, both of them are the same. And then when I eat, the upper tummy becomes bigger than the lower tummy.
Okay.
So I think I've lost a little bit from around there.
I'd say so. Here, why don't you show us real quick? Lift up your shirt.
Which is really thrilling.
We want to see those ribs.
Let me just pop the shirt off real
Yeah,
quick.
flash
live on air.
Yeah.
When I see abs, that's when the world will see my tummy.
Listeners, if we get to put up an arbitrary number, I can't think of one right now. How many?
Like a subscriber count?
Yeah.
When we get to 100 subscribers, John's gonna record a shirtless episode. We'll both record a shirtless episode.
Yeah. Wait, what? Why do I have to do it? I mean, I guess.
You can see
I'm looking pretty beefy right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even work out, so like, my arms are freaking huge. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
See, where you want to slim down right now. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
amazing,
not much
fantastic.
There. Not much there.
Not yet. We're working on it.
I'm not bulking. I don't want to bulk.
Oh, you don't want to bulk?
Like, you should go bulk. And I'm like, God, I don't want to do that so bad.
I can't
as
say
fun
same.
As it would be to eat like food that would help me gain weight, the process of cutting is so like, yeah, I'm used to it now, but it's just, why would I ever want to undo the hard work?
All the work you've been doing?
Yeah, because mathematically,
I
don't know why that is a phrase of mine.
I don't know.
the math works out to where I think if you are like super bulked, right? You're like, there's like dudes that are, I don't know, 250 pounds or maybe, 200 to 250, let's say, but it's all muscle, right? They're only burning like 100 extra calories a day over somebody who doesn't have all that muscle. Because yes, muscle is more metabolic active. I could also be very wrong about that number. I'm quoting like, I think a study that I saw, maybe, I don't have any reference to it, but the numbers that I heard, right? 100 a day. That doesn't sound like a lot. Yeah, it adds up over the long term, but the amount of effort that requires to get to that extra 100 calories a day is like years of effort. So at this point, I'm like, all right, yeah, one of my big projects in my life could be getting to that super bulk state and being able to eat that extra calories, if that's really what that ends up being in the end. But I'm like, that does not appeal to me in any way. Yeah, I like eating food, not to the point where I would want to train, 3 hours a week for the rest of my life to be able to maintain that. Like, I'm pretty comfortable with what I have now. Well, obviously, once I finish, it'll be a little bit It'll be a little bit easier. But yeah, I was just telling my mom the other day that she's gonna have to hear me complain, not complain, but like, I'm like a dog that's so food focused
Yeah,
That's
I
like
could see it.
that's my entire life is like if I'm not talking about work or something I'm creating, I'm talking about food.
Yeah, just watch the last 2 seasons of Lamb on the Drive.
Yeah, you'll watch me. I've slowly gone from funny person to all he talks about is fitness and food anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
I never thought Joe would be
yeah,
this kind of guy.
because that's now that I have a hemisphere of my brain dedicated to
Dang.
surviving.
So that's your personality trait. I don't have one anymore because it was my teeth, but now like
Oh,
it's not a problem no more.
yeah,
So what do I talk about?
you gotta get a new shtick.
All I do is talk about my hobbies. But me personally, I like being big. I
Sure,
like being beefy. I don't know. I think it's like I used to hate being a fat guy. And like if you look at me, I'm not really a fat guy.
sure.
I only say that because anytime I call myself fat, everyone's like, "You're not fat. Like you're not really that big." And then I told them that I weigh 260 plus pounds, and like, how?
Yeah.
I'm compact, I guess.
Uh,
And like,
I think fat is a uh, uh, I haven't
I'm
really thought about.
clinically morbidly obese.
Yeah, true, but I mean, a lot of people fall within that purview that aren't necessarily like. Yeah, I was taking this less of a clinical way because I have a really weird relationship now with fatness and being fat and fat people.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird because
Yeah,
being a
he tried to
former
kiss me. I don't know.
being a former fat is not it's really weird because I see people online that have gone through the same sort of journey where they're a lot more sort of online and they are more interacting with strangers, I guess.
Mm,
And so they get a lot more flack is maybe the right way I would describe it for like ditching the fat community. That's like not the right word for it maybe, but
mm-hmm.
like people that are large and then they see someone that was large that is now not large. They're like it's me but on the opposite side of that where I'm like I see people that are large and I go like well I'm really
Choose your words very
struggling with my words right
wisely,
now.
because you. I guess we're gonna get canceled in this episode at this point.
Yeah. See, well, maybe what I should say is this. The entire time, fat or not fat, right? Every time I would look at myself, I could see a thin version of myself inside of that.
Mm,
And I see that in literally everybody now.
mm-hmm.
Before it was just me because I could go like, I could like pull back the like the chin under there and like, oh yeah, like there's the jawline and I can like feel my bones and I could kind of see the vague shape of myself inside of myself. It's a really weird thing to describe, but like I see that in everybody now because having before and after to myself, like yeah, I can see like the people that have like really round faces. I can see the face inside of there, and I'm like, I could totally see what you look like. Not you, but like, the version of you. Like, this is
Mm-hmm.
how I feel like I'm describing this very poorly.
Terribly,
Because you
but
are
please
you
continue.
regardless, right? But
Yeah,
the thin
debatably.
version of you
That I have
that
my own
is
issue with that, but that's more of my own
well,
mental
sure.
health
Yeah,
issues.
yeah, yeah. I'm saying that the thin version of yourself exists inside of the large version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, those were two different people. Like
Mm-hmm.
the me now is a totally different person than the me, 4 years ago or whatever.
I mean, I think calling them versions of people is probably the best way to say it for
I suppose
sure.
so. Yeah.
Because I mean, is it because when you're saying this, is this more about the physical look of them, or is it more about the mentality?
They kind of go hand in hand, to be totally honest. Because the
Mm-hmm.
thin version of a large person cannot exist without a giant mind shift change. At least in my case. I mean, maybe
In
there
many
are other
cases,
people
yeah.
that can pull that off, but like the habits that large me had, I mean, I
They
don't think
wouldn't
we would be
last
dead.
with little
We wouldn't
you.
be dead right now, I don't think, but we would not be on a good path, that's for
Mm-hmm,
sure.
mm-hmm.
And yeah. So I just I see why so many people that go through what I've gone through, and I'm not done going through it, but that have gone through what I've gone through, they tend to turn to the fitness, like to be an influencer or
Mhm.
to be like a personal coach because they're like, this is like a really, I don't know,
That's
majestic
tough.
process. Yeah, yeah. It's like a life changing event. And they're like, okay, I went through it. I'm going to help other people go through this. And I'm like,
Mhm.
Godspeed to y'all. I don't think I have it in me to coach someone else through this because I'm barely making it myself. Like, I don't know how those people have such a grasp on it that they're like, I think I'm gonna start helping other people do
Maybe
this.
because they've completed the journey already. You're still going through it.
Maybe so. Yeah.
I don't know. Me
Once I get to the
personally,
end, yeah.
there might be a skinny guy in here. I don't want him though.
You don't want to?
I I think, would my life be healthier if I was skinnier? Probably, because that would mean I would be a lot more disciplined. I would be taking care of myself in different ways. Probably working out, and I don't know,
Maybe.
just have better habits.
Mm,
It's very much a mentality thing, like you said. I'm not at that point right now. And I could sit here and get in that mentality, that headspace. But I am unfortunately someone who's like, I feel like I can't do that until I get this better first, because I don't have that discipline. Because like I've done it before, I've done it several times before, where I'm like,
yeah.
okay, I'm gonna cut back on eating. I'm only gonna eat home cooked meals. I'm gonna make sure I get these kind of food. I'm gonna start working out, things like that, and I'll start,
Right.
but it's a very easy to just stop doing it. And again, with the way that my
Yeah.
brain works, if I'm gonna do something, it's gotta be for the funny, for the ha-has, or just
Sure.
because.
Yeah.
If I make it because I have to, then it becomes an obligation, and then it becomes a problem, and I can't do it anymore.
Right. I'm racking my brain right now trying to remember like what my motivation at the beginning of all this was. I remember the inciting incident because it was
Hmm.
at our apartment when I weighed myself on somebody's scale. I don't remember who it was.
Hmm.
And I was just like, oh, that's kind of like a really high number. I should get that down. And that was like it. That was really kind of the entire thought process that went into it. And then it was off to the races. I kind of vaguely remember being like, all right, I've graduated college. I'm starting a new job. Like, what do I need my next big project to be? And I was like, okay, kind of like do some writing. Like, I guess I could also go on a fitness thing and see if I really like this at all. Uh,
And
and
he
then
doesn't like it, but he's still doing it.
yeah, I mean, there are parts of it that I have really kind of enjoyed, but
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure I've described on here before that I'm not necessarily happier than I was. But I mean, back then it was. I think I was just like riding a wave of dopamine the entire time, and
Yeah,
now it's
what the
like,
things that made you happy then are definitely not the same that are what's making you happy now.
yeah, exactly, yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
just been a real big change in everything. It's like, yeah, I guess it was just I don't know, it's kind of a shrug moment where it's like, all right, well, this is what we've been doing now, not so good.
Yeah.
Let's change.
That's kind of why I started therapy, back when I started therapy, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it just hit a point where I was like, yeah, this can't be healthy. I should definitely talk to somebody. And so then
Hmm.
I found, like, I started going to therapy after that.
Yeah,
I still haven't seen a therapist. I still need to find one. But we're in a place where we're not dying currently.
yeah.
So it's kind of on the back burner. I've also got some stuff going on. Like, I'm finna go on a trip this week. We're going to New
True.
Mexico, and it's gonna be so fun.
And speaking of
Um,
which, we should probably pause this here, and we can
yeah, and we'll just I guess we'll
pre-record.
yeah. So the takeaways from today are John only talks about food, and I have nothing important to talk about anymore.
We're gonna talk about something mental health in the next one.
Yes, how it's been going every other week at this point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The first one's like casual chat. The second one is
It's all
existential
about
dread.
it's all about physical health. The next one's all about mental health. That's how it
Yep.
keeps going. And who's gonna stop us?
Yeah, we can't be stopped. All right. We'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Bye.